Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In a new piece of Iraq, what's next? Today we talk about what happened yesterday in Baghdad. Suddenly, the Baghdad airport having more than three rockets. Suddenly, why? Because of course, it's not suddenly, but it's something we expected from long time. Because there is American base in near this area, and the Al-Wala'i groups, that means the Islamic Shia party, have loyalty to Iran, bombing this area with rockets. Have three things we want to talk about it. First of all, the timing. It's first time they bombing base with rockets. It's the first time in Biden, the new president of America. Secondly, the one of the rockets explosion in some civilian area, normal neighbor called Hayy Jihad, very close to the Baghdad airport. Third thing, and it's the most important thing, many people asking, who did that? And they wondering, in Iraq, of course, not in anywhere, in Iraq, because the government, they can't say it. Why? Because the follower of Iran, who have the upper hand in the government, and they are the hands of Iran in Iraq. It's the problem between Iran and America and Saudi Arabia, but Iran never fight in their country. Every time they move their battles outside the border. Why? Iran from inside very weak. Yes, there is many organization inside Iran against the regime of the radical Muslim there, like the group Freedom for Ahwaz and the Blush. There's many Sunni people in Iran, the Blush, the Kurdish and the Komala, and the people who want the system of Al-Shah, that means the Iranian kingdom. But you know the regime of Iran, radical and very violence regime, because they don't let anyone talk about this. Everything, it's the biggest leader of Islamic revolution in Iraq, Ali al-Khamenei. He's the leader. He's the only one, because the God talk with him directly, not to anyone. He's treat him like a imam, a prophet, something very holy man. Iran try to avoid the punishment from the United Nations, especially the American, because the problem with the America, because about the agreement about the nuclear things and nuclear weapons and many things, and the rockets, and because they threaten all the area, Arab Gulf, all the areas, their hands in Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, and Yemen. We talk about Iraq. The Iranian regime involved in all the corrupt cases in Iraq. Before a few days, they have smuggling their oil from the South Iraqi harbor, especially to export the Iraqi oil. They control it. There is no tanker ship move from this harbor unless half of the oil it's coming from Iran. They want dollars. They want money because they invest in this country who control it, like Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen. They try to move their battle outside their country. In our situation in Iraq, the demonstrations facing not the Iraqi government, by the way, no, facing the Iranian regime. Because if you notice, all the militia, all the Islamic Party, they have the orders coming. The orders coming from Iran, not from. Because that they try to kill anyone from Iraq. Just talking about their rights and freedom. I mean the activists. In this situation, if the demonstration keep going, that's mean big problem for them, because that they do everything just to make this kind of revolution asking for freedom and rights dead. Yes, they do many things. They try to bring the guard of the Islamic Revolution in Iraq, and they give them the uniform of the Iraqi police. There is many snipers shooting the demonstrations, and no one can say anything for them. And the important thing, the follower of Iran in Iraq, like Hezbollah, Allah Party, Islamic Shia Party, and Al-Nujaba, Islamic Shia Party, Al-Dawah, Islamic Shia Party, militia and Asa'ib al-Haq, also party, organization of Badr, and Fatah, Al-Qanun. All these kind of things against these young people. They just want to ask about their freedom and their rights. Now they change the plan. They prepare the number one man in Iran to become the new prime minister, Noor al-Maliki. Noor al-Maliki, he is corrupt man from A to Z. His loyalty to Iran from A to Z. Even he do his best to sell many parts from Iraq to another country. He don't care. And this guy, in his time, the ISIS have control of 25% from Iraq. Do you understand that? It's a game. Now ISIS appeared. Everyone knows these groups from ISIS coming from Iran because they protect them and let them so quiet. When they need them, they active them and they send them to Iraq. Why? It's some kind of instructions to let the American and all the NATO army in around Iraq. they try to do their best to solve the problem with ISIS. But the fact is Iran sent them. You will see before 3 days, small bomb explosion beside the Israel embassy in India. They use everything. They make chaos in anywhere, because I told you before, they're like a viruses. They live on the blood of the people. Now, in Iraq, many group of ISIS appeared again in the Sunni part of Iraq. This some cities is most of the people from Muslim Sunni. Sorry, they try to make everyone busy with them. They kill one person here, they put bomb here. It's not organizing, no. It's making chaos. In the Sunni part, ISIS, Baghdad, rockets to the airport. Yes, killing the activists. They are very organized, by the way. This Friday, there is big demonstrations in Al-Nasri asking about one of the activists. What's happened to him? No one knows where he is. The government said we don't know. His name is Sajjad Al-Iraqi. They try to push him to talk, or saying that means the demonstration, someone pay to the young activists, and the money coming from Saudi Arabia and America and Israel. This guy, he refused. It's with him. This is the third time they kidnapped him, but this time it's very long time. First time they put him in jail, torturing him, forced him to talk. He said, "No, I just want to have my rights. I graduated from my university from a long time. I don't have job." And many people in the activists, and in the demonstration, they are jobless. Yes. Then why they go to make all these things? They ask about their rights. They want to involve many countries with the demonstration. That means this demonstration, some people pay for them to go for it. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Tell me, the student of medical school, what they need. Engineers, lawyers, students, kids. They have money from different country? No. And the people who lose their lives also paid from Saudi Arabia? No. But they try to make dirty picture for the demonstrations. And the problem with the media, the information, it's sending to all the world wrongly. They fake it. Yes, the government fake it. Why they fake it? Because many people, most of the people in the government have loyalty to Iran, by the way. You must know that. Iran ready to sacrifice in all the Iraqi people and Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Yemen, just to keep their regime, the system in Iran. They don't care. They send all the dirty thing to our country. They steal everything, even the trees, by the way. The trees, everything, the oil, they just try to make us as a cart. They use Iraq as a cart against the American, because they said we will keep doing that in Iraq. They send message, and when all the countries stand against Iran, they said no. They start to change. They said we don't have any connection about what happened in Iraq. Every time the ministries in Iran says publicly, we export our Islamic revolution to Iraq because we want them to be the Republic of Islamic Iraq, Islam. In fact, they don't care. Absolutely, they don't care. We care about our country. We care about our people, but they don't care. They keep killing the activists. Yes, till now. The problem, there is no media, no news coming from Iraq. We talk about the double explosion in Baghdad. There is no one reporter let him enter to the hospital. Why? They have a propaganda. And by the way, they will keep bombing the Iraqi airport or another American base. First time they rocket with a small rocket called Katyusha. Now with the Grad. This is Iranian thing. Yes, it's the name, it's Russian, but they made it in Iran and sent it to Iraq to use against American and against the civilian people in Iraq, because they don't care. In America or in American base or in Iraqi civilian neighbors, they don't care. We care about country. The only solution and the optimal solution, we must keep the demonstrations against this corrupt regime in Iraq and corrupt regime in Iran. Thank you so much and have a good day.